Welcome back. My name is Michael Green, and this is episode number 2 of my vinyl record collection. I am so happy that you have joined us. Let's get started. This is David Bowie. Excuse me. This is the Collector's Series, and it's called The Collection. Okay. It is a pretty nice album. I picked it up a couple of months ago from a good friend of mine. His name is Mike from Oklahoma. I bought a pair of speakers from Mike pretty far back, and I told him he had some vinyl records for sale, and I said, if you ever want to sell those, please let me know. And a few months ago, the telephone rang, and I went over and made him an offer, and the rest is history. But anyway, this is one of those records. It's David Bowie, and it's a 2 LP set. Not a big David Bowie fan, but it's pretty good music. So we're going to start out with that. Got lots of Beatles today, by the way, so it's mostly going to be Beatles. Here's another David Bowie album, Aladdin Sane. I've had this for a long time, a long time. So get the gatefold out there. You can see the front and the back. This is on the RCA record label, and I don't want to be negative. I'll be like the little boy that came home and told his dad he flunked the, he's afraid he flunked the arithmetic test, and his dad said, son, that's negative, be positive. And he said, Dad, I'm positive I flunked the arithmetic test. So I'm going to be positive when I say to you that the low point of American vinyl is when they came out with the Dynaflex. This is so thin, so flimsy, and it was cost-saving measures. I get it, I understand. I'm not judging anybody, but it's just not good vinyl. So anyway, it's on the RCA Dynaflex, and the album's in very good condition. It plays very well, but shame on you, to all you record manufacturers that did the Dynaflex. Okay, here's another David Bowie album, and I think this is Let's Dance. Memory serves me correctly. Yep, Let's Dance. It's on the EMI America. And the vinyl is in terrific shape. The sleeve is in very good condition, and it's just more David Bowie. I'll read you some songs. See what they have on here. Produced by, no way you can read that. Oh, Modern Love, China Girl, Let's Dance, Without You, Ricochet, Criminal World, Cat People, and Shake It. So there you go. David Bowie, all the way. Now, you know we're not going to make it very far without some good Southern rock and roll. This is Blackfoot. Tomcattin is the name of this album. And Blackfoot was the first group that I ever saw in concert. And I saw them in Memphis, Tennessee at the Mid-South Coliseum. Is that right? Anyway, it was back in the 70s. And it was a great show. It was really a great concert. So I was happy with it. We made a whole weekend of it. But this is the Tomcattin album. And Warped, On the Run, Dream On, Street Fighter, Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. It's just good. It's good Southern rock and roll. So anyway, if you like Skynyrd and ZZ Top, you're gonna like Blackfoot. Here's another Blackfoot album. This is called Marauder, and you can see the front and the back here. Yeah, look at these guys. They're ready to rock and roll. I just listened to this the other night. Good Morning, Paying for It, Diary of a Working Man. That's a great song. Great song. Too Hard to Handle and Fly Away. Side 2 is Dry County, Fire of the Dragon, Rattlesnake Rock and Roller, and Searchin'. Yeah, it's some good Southern rock. Get yourself a copy of Blackfoot. You're not gonna be disappointed. Okay, next is Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. This is an album that came out, I'm going to say in the early 1980s. And John Bon Jovi, it had, what did it have? Living on a Prayer. Oh, You Give Love a Bad Name, Living on a Prayer, and Wanted, Dead or Alive. I just thought that was the coolest song ever. I had it on cassette, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, it wasn't 8-track, it was cassette. So I had it on cassette and just used to play the fire out of it. But anyway, it was a great time. Bon Jovi, and the vinyl itself is on the Mercury record label. Excellent condition. Matter of fact, I think it was last weekend, John Bon Jovi had to stop his show, in the middle of a show, he had to stop because of an upper respiratory infection or something was bothering him, and he couldn't go on. So anyway, the audience was very supportive, but we wish Mr. Bon Jovi the best and hope he gets back to rocking and rolling real soon. Okay, now we're going to start with the Beatles. Okay, I got a big stack of Beatles records here. This is Introducing the Beatles, England's #1 group. This is on the VJ record label, and I think if you look up Beatles' first album, this is what you'll see. But you'll also see this album right here, which was their first American album. Just told you all I know about that. So anyway, this is the Beatles VJ. Vinyl's in very nice shape. Gives me the indication that VJ is the European label from Capitol, because that sure looks like a Capitol record, except it says VJ. So anyway, this one is in, the vinyl is in very good shape, but the sleeve, you can see that at one time, this one got damp and got some penicillin going on down here. It's not pretty. So I would rate this as fair condition as far as the sleeve is concerned. Very good plus condition on the vinyl. The next one is Meet the Beatles, the first album by England's phenomenal pop combo. That's a great looking album. It's on the Capitol record label. You can see right there. Okay. And let's keep moving along here. This is Beatles 65. Again, it's on the Capitol record label. And it's got, what does it have? No Reply, I'm a Loser, Babies in Black, Rock and Roll Music, I'll Follow the Sun, and Mr. Moonlight. Terrific music. Okay, Beatles were tearing it up in the 60s. Okay, this is Beatles 6, the world's most popular foursome, John, Paul, George, and Ringo, also on the Capitol record label. And just sitting around, you know, when you play Beatles music and you just sit around and you just look at the, you know, the album covers and you think back to what was going on in America, you know, at that point in time with, you know, the Vietnam War and all the disruption. It was just, you know, it was just a turbulent time, but you know what? We got through it. We got through it, and we've prospered, and things, you know, things work out. So anyway, this is the Beatles. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. Something new, the Beatles, Capitol Records. This is a great looking album as well. Okay, I would love to play you some Beatles, but you know the folks over at YouTube, if you play any music, then you get a strike somehow, and they take your channel down, and oh, it's very ugly. Okay, so we don't want to do that. But maybe one of these days we'll get to fire something up and let you listen to it. This is the White Album, 2 LP set. It's on the Apple record label, if memory serves me correctly. I'm almost certain of that, but the condition of this is in poor condition. Okay, the top is splitting, the spine, no good. It's, you know, it's together. That's the good news. But yeah, it's the Apple record label. But the vinyl itself is in very good condition. But boy, I'll tell you, this sleeve is in tough shape. So anyway, and you know, if you get one of these albums, some of them are numbered. Maybe this one is Apple Records. Yeah, some of them are numbered. I remember seeing, but anyway, this one's not. Nothing special here. Okay, Rubber Soul, one of their most popular albums by the Beatles. It's on the Capitol record label. This and this look to be identical, but they're not. Let's turn them over. This is on the Apple record label, and this is on the EMI record label. So same album, Abbey Road, Beatles. But let's take a look inside. This one, by the way, is this the Apple or the EMI? Oh, this is on, it's on Capitol. S-O, oh, okay, all right. I said EMI, it's on Capitol, sorry about that. So this is on the Capitol record label. Great, great condition. This sleeve really is just about perfect. And I say just about, I don't know if you can see it, there's a faint crease right there. Sorry, faint crease. But this album is in great condition. Okay, this one, which must be the Apple. Yep, this is the Apple version of it, okay? And let's see here. It's in, boy, it's in nice shape too. Okay, so they're both in very good condition. We'll talk later on. I will get my, my big book out and we'll start trying to determine what records are worth and how to look them up. You know, the Beatles take up about that much in any record buyer's book. They had so many albums and so many different variations, and they were printed in so many different, you know, languages and cultures and stuff. It's just really daunting trying to figure out which particular pressing of a Beatles album that you have, because there's just so many, okay? There's just so many. But anyway, this is another Beatles album, and this is on the Apple, I'm almost for sure. Yep. And this is the Beatles again. And it is in terrific shape. You can tell by now these guys are thinking about other things. They've just been ruined by success. They have people chasing them, taking snippets of their hair, trying to do all sorts of things. But they just want to be left alone by this point. But anyway, talk about some great music. Here we go. Hey Jude, Revolution, Paperback Writer, I Should Have Known Better, Lady Madonna, Can't Buy Me Love. Could just stop right there. Don't Let Me Down, Ballad of John and Yoko, Rain, and Old Brown Shoe. Okay, so this is, boy, this is a power album. Excellent stuff. So anyway, go get yourself a good Beatles album. This is the Beatles Yesterday and Today. Again, it's on the Capitol record label. And this has got Drive My Car, I'm Only Sleeping, Nowhere Man, Yesterday, Act Naturally, And Your Bird Can Sing, We Can Work It Out, What Goes On, Day Tripper. Okay, this is great, great music. Excellent. Matter of fact, this is the album cover. I don't have to tell you about it. That when it originally came out, something to do with gory babies. It was really ugly. Anyway, I don't want to. We all know that story. So that's the later version of that. This is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is a nice album as well. Look at that. That's a good-looking gatefold. Very colorful. Okay. And am I going to be able to see? Yeah, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, A Little Help from My Friends, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Wow. Getting Better, Fixing a Hole, She's Leaving Home, Good Morning, Lovely Rita, A Day in the Life, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band again, and When I'm 64. So. Excellent, excellent. Okay, the Magical Mystery Tour, we're almost done. Just 2 albums left. This is the Magical Mystery Tour. Hello, Goodbye, Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, All You Need Is Love. Wow. Capitol Records. It's in very nice condition. Not much to look at on the inside, mostly just text, but there you go. And the last Beatles album that I've got, this is the Beatles 1967 through 70. If you recall, on our first episode, I had this same album in the red, and it was 62 through 67, something like that. But take a look here. Nice gatefold, lots of terrific songs on this. It's on the Apple record label. So I've been collecting the Beatles albums, I guess ever since I started getting back into vinyl. And, you know, they were one of the most popular groups of all time, and there's tons and tons of Beatles albums out there. But the trick is to find one in really good condition. It's kind of like Def Leppard. I love Def Leppard, but every time you find a Def Leppard album, it's just beat to heck. I mean, it has been played so many times. Same thing with Beatles. They were so popular, people love their music so much that when you do get the opportunity to buy yourself a used Beatles album, it's usually just scratched up and worn out and just not very good shape. So it's a challenge to find good Beatles albums. Okay, side one, Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band with a little help from my friends, Lucy in the Sky, A Day in the Life, All You Need Is Love, I Am the Walrus, Hello Goodbye, Magical Mystery Tour, Lady Madonna, Hey Jude, Revolution, and then there's side 3 and side 4. It just gets better. Okay, so that's it for today. That's all I've got. I may be repeating myself, but you know, the other day we were out in the garage, and that's where I planned to do most of these recordings, but it was 116 out there the other day. Well, that has passed, and it's now Saturday, and it's going to be 120 today. So I'm making this, I'm making the exception to the rule, and I'm shooting this one inside because it's just too hot to go back outside. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a terrific week, and I will be back soon with another 20 albums, and away we go. Thank you for watching. Good luck. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Stop recording.